Hey guys, it's Taeyeon here with the third episode of Mentality. In the first episode, we brought you the different kinds of toxicity that occurs within the Overwatch community, and in the second episode, we talked about goal setting and making logs of your games to help you improve. This episode is going to be about how and why this toxicity affects your gameplay and affects your ability to learn. So to start things off, we're going to start with the two natural ways of dealing with a situation that your brain perceives as dangerous, known as fight or flight. This occurs in all animals, as far as I know, and what this pretty much means is when your brain thinks about a situation and it says, this situation is dangerous, you either face the situation head on, or your goal is to get out of the situation, hence fight or flight. These are thoughts that occur in, dare I say, all animals, but what separates us apart as humans from, let's say, monkeys, is something closer to us on the evolutionary timescale, and that's the prefrontal cortex and the parietal cortex. This part of your brain is what does your planning. It's how your brain can identify where your moves fail and succeed and devise plans to adjust accordingly. The more calm you are emotionally, the better you can play. People will be yelling, angry, blaming, etc., and claim their gameplay is unaffected. I've had this happen so many times. I said, hey, don't let it get to you. Let's focus and let's play hard. And say something along the lines of, oh, I'm playing just fine. But he's not playing fine. If you're angry, if you're upset, if you're emotionally activated while playing the game, your gameplay is affected. It's a biological thing. It's part of your brain. Your emotions are driving your actions in your game, not logic. Like we talked about in the last episode, if you can distance yourself from the game, you will be able to think more logically and use those more evolved parts of your brain to come up with ways to improve and play better at the game. You can get harassed a lot in these team fights or harassed a lot in voice chat. There's so many different ways that can activate your emotions in a negative way, and you just need to stay focused. Stay with your goal and keep playing. Don't let it get to you. If your goal is to kill the Mercy, don't worry about it. Don't get angry. Just focus, kill the Mercy, take the objective, and move on with your life. Focus on what needs to be done. Don't let it get to you. This isn't something that you're just going to perfect after watching this video. Like, oh, I know that now. It's just like everything else in the series, so you'll probably hear me say this a lot throughout the series, but I need to say it again, is that you will never be perfect at this, but you can improve yourself as a player and as a person. I'm going to quote Neuro, the guy who I referenced in the first episode who gave me most of this information, a quote that I love from him. He said, mastery is a path, not a destination. You will never be a master at anything. You will never be perfect at anything. You will always have room to improve. That's the goal of this series, and that's why I'm making this for you guys. So whatever you do, just remember the basics. Keep calm. Don't get emotionally involved. That is what's going to cause you to play worse. If you don't think you're playing worse and you're getting angry, you are playing worse. So you don't need to ask yourself, am I playing worse because I'm upset? Your questions need to be, am I upset? Am I emotionally involved? When something goes wrong, do I physically get upset? Does my heart rate increase, or does my adrenaline start going up? Do I feel like hitting something? If you answered yes to any of those, or if you talk bad about your teammates, any of that, you are emotionally involved and you are playing worse than you could be. So that's the whole episode. It's a rather short one again, but we're going to keep it short and simple. Do not get emotionally involved because it affects your logical thinking. You need to focus on your main goal for the session, which we will talk about in coming episodes. But for now, just know, if you get emotionally involved, you're not playing to your best potential. So that's all I got for you today. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow in the next episode, and thank you all for watching. Have a good day.